What's up, y'all? Hello, everyone. Welcome back with my shitty poop dot diary. It's been a long while. I think it's like a week and a half now that I didn't recording myself. There's a lot going on during the summer. The first talk that I recording how I experienced the first summer here. I found out about the people's solitude, very quiet. But now everything is back to be in motion. People got back. They doing a summer school. The gym's getting busy again. People around, tourists, blah blah blah. The weather is still nice. It's been raining a little bit, which is very nice. I love the rainy day. It feels just right. It's moist, it's green. When the rain stops and it's sunny, you want to go out and walk, see the nature. Now, I think the topic of this talk, I enter into the new phase, which is building community. Not building, let's say, trying to blend in with new friends, right? Like the new community that is already in here. And I was just like, all right, hang out with one person and then they lead me to know another person. You meet people through your interests. That's what I did back in my hometown. But it's happened because we all in the same university, similar to here. I kind of starting to do that. And yeah, I think the topic is probably about self-discovery during doing the work of living. As y'all know, it's a summer. I don't have a school to think about because it's just my first year and I'm going to immerse this moment, my new life, new city, new way of living. It's too early to settle for me with one group. Is nothing wrong about having your close friends that study together. I'm valued that a lot. My academic friends, right now, a lot of them are in different country doing some research or maybe on vacation, whatever. Now everyone is everywhere. And then I kind of left alone. Kinda, because I just got here, a lot of people who just they need a break from this city. I totally understand, because your life here is about your routine of studying. So if you want to feel vacation, you need to travel somewhere. But for me, it's this is my traveling, okay? This is my first year, so I need to explore, right? So I'm just gonna being outside more by myself and connect with people that I think we potentially could be friends or we share some interest. And yeah, so what do I found about myself? Self-discovery. I know that I actually like to be creative. I do love art. In the last talk, I expressed my love towards music, right? Music is a type of art. I used to be a singer. I listened to various kind of music internationally, locally. My journey of addicted kinda or open my creative side, it started when I hang out with my lesbian friends. We were very close back in Thailand. She actually gave me the new definition of friendship, y'all. Imagine you're just a young girl and then you know how to connect with the other girl in the way that you've been taught to interact with each other. Hey, what's your name? Let's be friends. Bubbly, girly vibe. But with her, we met through work. So we met through an event. So it's fun events. It's work, but it's also entertaining even. The outcome is for entertainment. We happens to collabs multiple times through the group called Young Pride. We will host the event, movie nights. She will showcase her art piece at the events. Her art piece becoming a signature of our groups actually. Yeah, she doing some designing work, poster, creative thing. I am coordinator, manage people, being MC of the events, being people who are up front. She was sat on the background, make sure everything fine, come up with the idea of what should we do with the event. I couldn't do all that shit, I think it was wow, this is cool as fuck. I learned from doing it with her, getting the process bit by bit from hanging out with her through work. So she was just so cool, introverted. Actually, I do love a lot of introverted friends friends because I'm just curious about what they think. You know, they take times in talking to you, but every time when they speak, they will say something that are just so exciting to hear. Like when you hang out with the extrovert people, you kind of know how to like react to each other. But yeah, anyway, I love introverted friends, and she's one of it. Plus, she gay. She look masked, but she's a soft girl. She not do anything harm. She not have an anger issue. Whatever. She's fine. She actually a little depressed. She's having like a dark aura around her, which is fine. She's not going to like explode the emotion to random people. She's not doing that. Like we kind of like slipped through each other's life, and then we got a chance to hang out more. We developing our friendship in several months. You know, we get to know each other a little more. We get comfortable just like sitting next to each other, not doing anything. Or sometimes we just drink together, invite our friends to hang out in her barber shop at that time. And then she asked me to go into art gallery with her. You know, that was have several events because she's from an art school. Anyway, she just like, I think you might like it. Just that. She just throw it to me, and then it was like, if you have time, you showed up. If you don't, you don't. And then I just kind of like, oh wow, actually I liked it. She asked me, what do you feel? What do you think? At first I'm shy. I was like, bro, what I think is not that deep, okay? But then she was like, come on now. You know, you're a study master. You gotta have something. And I was like, yeah, actually I feel this. This work is impact me this way, or I feel this. And I start sharing with her, and then I discover my depth, interpreted art piece. It's just starting from like I consume a lot of art. And another thing that she would invite me to do is go thrift with her. There was like a market that is like conclude multiple thrift store together, and that was like several shop that the art students would know that they got a good shit. They got a good shit, okay? And then you found that place, and then you just like, holy shit, I keep coming back, you know? Yeah, at first I was just like, get into my minimal era, you know, wearing everything Uniqlo, everything that is no color, beige, comfortable. Anyway, she's just like, spot on that I like color. I like to wear clothes like color match. Even I don't have like standout style or anything. I'm not doing anything bold. At least I have like a color match. When we thrift together, she not even forced me to change. So this is a good about friendship. Like you're not even telling your friends like, hey, yo, bro, like you should not dress like this, or you should not be you. You know, because you just know each other, and you need to have a trust on your friends that they know themselves for this level. And what my friend do, she just like, hey, try this. That is. She was like, this might be look good on you. Try it out. So I try it, and then I was like, you know what? Actually, I like it. The length of this pant look fit on me. You know, it just like open yourself up for a new style, and then you keep looking for inspirations, like what kind of thing that you want to wear. If you have time, you go back to that thrift shop. You're spending hours and hours just like matching clothes and jewelry and like, you know, handbag, whatever. But for me, my style, I was just like, I would need to find one particular piece that it's like stood up to me, and then I would have like a whole vision of like what kind of pants that I could switch around. If I got this shirt, I love it so much, I would think it's like, what would go well with this shirt? How many styles that I could like switch around? And that is, I would decide to buy that one because it's efficient, because it could last long. Yeah, and I just discovered that she will have like several things with her that is iconically speak about her identity. First thing I spot on is her leather shoes. Back in my country though, not here. If you want to know, is that girl gay? Look at her shoes. If she wear leather shoes, you know she gay. Yeah, I was like, hey, I do like the style and I want to wear it too. Am I gay? Yes, a little bit already. I feel like this is my shit. I might not have an experience with another girl yet at that time, at that point, but I know that if I change my shoes, I can get a girl. I can get laid by a girl. You know, at least I like sending some signal to all lesbian in Thailand. I was like, hey, I'm chill, like, yeah, shorty, come over. It's unlocks a new character about yourself. Like, I actually cosplay to be a lesbian at first. Like, you can say that, but for me, it's just like, it's a new style that I embrace, and then I'm explore about it. At first, I admitted that I'm like almost gonna copy my lesbian friend like 100% unintentionally, okay? I just like her style so much, and I was just like, damn, I want the t-shirt just like you, and I'm gonna match with green baggy jeans just like you. You know, like something like I want to wear the same fucking thing. She also not criticize me. I think every of a girl might experience the same thing as me, that someone copy your style, or you unintentionally want to copy others people's style. It just happens sometimes, bro. Like when you are finding yourself, you know, that's why it's like you shouldn't be pissed if someone try to copy your style, because they're discovering. Give them some times. If you are sure that your style is authentic enough, it speaks scream you, she's not gonna be like you, you know, she's gonna be like the copy of you. It's nothing to be offense, nothing to be angry about. My lesbian friend also not criticize me, she just even encouraged me to do more, and she was like push me to be more, a little more bold, you know, like try this. I was like, I'm not sure, man. And she was like, come on now, like, you know, you ready to level up, dude. In Thailand is so cheap, not crazy expensive. Like you can just literally have a good style if you have taste. Anyway, back to my self-discovery. Okay, so I have developed my style a little bit from Thailand, but the problem is when I'm in Thailand, it's too shameful to overdress in public. So I get uncomfortable if I dress styling and appear in like a place that everyone just like, what the fuck are you? Like literally, this is like a random market, and why you dress so much? You know, like I get that. I can sense that feeling of people looking at me, which is they're not gonna judge you. They're not gonna come like confront you that is like you, but it could happen. Okay, because it's in my culture, it's like if you're a standout too much, some bad people, they're gonna give you a look, or sometimes if they are lose their temper, they could just like shouting something rude to you. I just learned that I hate people attention, both negative and positive. Like sometimes I get a lot of catcall. In my country, they're super nice. Okay, the uncle that is catcalling me is just like super fine, and I know exactly how to handle them. But yeah, it's like I developed my style difference from my lesbian friends, that I will add a little bit of like a baddie elements, you know, like I show my curve, you know, I'm bi. I love my curve, so I will continue doing that, you know. But yeah, I was like mixed with the masculine, or I shift around. So my lesbian friend would be like, look, masculine almost all the time, right? For me, it was like that was the day that I wanted tomboyish myself, you know, and that was the day that I was want to be super sweet, put on a skirt, you know, and flowers. So there was a several piece of clothes that I bought, and it's not fit me well. And you know what? I miss the auntie next door. Like if you live in Thailand or Asian country, that was gonna be like a random house in the whole street in your community. Put up the sign that is like, I can fix all your clothes. Dropped it here. This random auntie is like everywhere. Everywhere. You can just find her, and then she was gonna like fix your clothes nicely, guy. Like nicely done. She know how to sew. She know how to like design clothes. Actually like adapt it, change it, neat work in fucking cheap. So I miss those kind of shop. They don't have it here, or I don't know how to get it cheap as I used to. When I moved here, I just noticed is that some people who like dress authentically, they will stand out on the street. You can see them. You can see them, and then you can just like kind of nod your head as like, I respect your style. You know, some people just like punk, gothic, you know, Hello Kitty. Some people just look like an Instagram model. They have a nice clothes, hair done, nail done. Sometimes I got like compliments in on the street, like in the public. It's like, oh, I like your top, I like your style, and it's made me feel like, oh, I can also do it to people that I appreciate that style too. But you gotta learn how to read people mood. Most time I have like a good mood. That's why people are compliment me. Yeah, just like being more open and trying to read the room, trying to read people, you know, before you are get into building relationship. All right, next, self-discovery number 2, and community. Oh yeah, I just realizing that actually I like to fit in, not with everyone, but specific group of people. And I'm glad that I found one of my friend through the Thai student community here, as she art performer. She are students in art department. She introduced me to her friends, and then they're all cool. They do art. I like art. I went to their final exhibitions last semester, and their work is fantastic. I enjoying giving them feedback, trying to blend in, but not like force yourself to fit in. You need to just like know yourself too. It's like, oh, actually, this is what I do. And I have some several knowledge or ability to understand your work or what you do from my perspective. And that's we can connect genuinely. Because if you try to fit in, if you force yourself to fit in, you'll be like, oh, I'm so cool. I also understand you totally from what you did because I know art, because I blah, 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 blah. You can fake it. You can fake it that you are totally get them, because you want them to like you. But at the same time, being blend in, it's mean you know yourself. You know what you can and cannot. You know your strength. You know your weakness. You know your limits. You know what you can give to people and how much is fair. Like you consider about those limitation and something that you can provide, and you balance it, and that's how it's brought you into relationship with new friend and maybe something else too. Baby, you know I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that ugly. I'm a cute Thai girl, okay? And when I'm out there presenting myself as like someone that's already lived that life, I'm 28, so yes, I do have a life that I live. Plus, it's bizarre because I live in Southeast Asia, so it's very like exotic. Plus, I'm not living in the city in Bangkok. I also like super like tribal, I'm also like come from a small village. But you know what? I'm not feeling lonely here because there are so many like Asian people who's immigrate and they have a root similar to me. They just continue it, building a new community here and adapt their traditional to be fit into the US. Like, let's say, for example, the temple here, the temple. So in Madison, only have one temple, and it's not even Thai temple, it's Lao temple. It's just like two building, like a barn, Everything inside is like the Buddha on point. Everything is what? Is temple. So it's Lao's temple. But for me, feel familiar because Lao and northern people are sharing similar culture and stuff. And I just feel like, okay, they find a way to like set up and gather people together. There was several like Asian community in the US that I very appreciated. Last time I went there, there was like doing some Thai food selling so cheap for donation for the electricity bills of that temple, and I was just like, damn, that's just so fine. It's giving me like a sense of like I still can do something that I did back in my hometown. It's warmed my heart. And now I need to balance about being very different. I don't know. I'm still discovering about myself for at least like 3 or 5 years, and financial secure in a poor way, but it's good enough for me to live. And I have time, especially during this summer, like break, no school. I do actually have time. So what I'm gonna do? I'm no longer interested in a romantic relationship. I have my own way seeing things, and then my love story is private. What I'm gonna do? I have so much time. Self-discovery, build community, or being a part of community. Several years ago, I am the person who went around between art friends group, political activist friend groups, ethnic center workplace, musicians, multiple group of people. I used to be so lonely that I couldn't find someone that I enjoying every single groups of friends and moment with. I feel insecure. Everyone have like a concept of like having a bestie. Someone that is just like, oh my god, you're my BFF, best friend forever. I'm gonna love you forever, and then we're not gonna be separate or anything. I dreamed about that too. I feel alienated because a lot of friends in the primary school, elementary school, they would live in the city nearby the school. But for me, I need to take the school bus 20 to 30 minutes every morning And on the way home, like I live like out of town, but I go to school in the town. So it's hard for me to developing friendship with someone that we could just hang out after school and that stuff. And I'm too young for that. Most time I just spend time with kids in my neighborhood and have fun with those group. And the kids in my neighborhood, none of them go to the same school as me, so we only have like a free time after school while our parents is like playing gambling or like gambling, drinking, and then they would just like left the kids to play with each other. And yeah, I was just like, okay, I don't have a best friends, and that shit is not coming to my mind until like high school. So first year in high school, I remember I was 13, and my parents, bro, my parents, they're workaholic, okay? So they're gonna like asking my cousin or someone to like do that for me, or they do it like, like I don't know, the other time. They just figure it out, but they never send me to like a first day of school, or even like when I graduate of a school, they cannot be there. But whatever, it's not a big deal, okay? But yeah, like I remember first day that I need to like going to whatever you call it, it's like confirm about your status, like you just need to show up there with your new outfit, new haircut. Ugh, I hate it so much. I look so ugly. But whatever. I just need to go there, and I'm just like, damn, my parents not even available. And I remember like me and my parents, we have like a very, very bad communication level. So let's say tomorrow is a day that I need to go there. I would just literally just ask them at the night at the dinner table. It's like, how I'm gonna go to school tomorrow. This is my schedule. And they're gonna just like calling someone right away. Okay? They're gonna just like not prioritize my shit. But I'm not blame them because they figured out every time. Okay, that's how is my country and my hometown and my family function very well. They're just like having a high trust, and many of people that could just like slip into this schedule, help you with this stuff, like it's like that all the time. And then my parents is like, my dad is calling someone, and he is appear to be the grandpa of my bestie, who's going to school the same day as me tomorrow. I went there with the grandpa of my bestie, and then we just hang out and just like, hey, oh, we went to the same elementary school too. I remember you. We never see each other often, or we never talk. And also, plus, our character is very different. She quiet. She was like very soft girl, but I was just like weird. I observe things since I was like really young. That's why it's hard for me to like fit in with the mold of the way of being young kid that you're like supposed to have BFF. It's hard for me to be that because I'm observing, and then I just found out that I would find something that no, actually I don't want this, and then I'm not follow it. That's all. When I'm a senior in high school, I would just be by myself and hang out with the new people, and I don't mind hang out with just like 2 friends or 3 or 5 or big groups. I could just be in literally every circle. There was something about like the myth in high school. Like if you're a popular person, you will have like a whole group, and you all popular. Like even like literally, you don't. Like, you just like set that up. It's delusional. It's like if you hang out with this whole group, if you are like one of them, you're actually popular. This is a big problem that I didn't have a bestie, okay? Women get judged a lot very quickly. When you're starting to be a girl that you like, you have boob and shit, of course you want to party. So when I was just like in senior and I'm in a dancing club, so I just like, okay, I actually like want to hang out with those baddie in a dance club. Someone gonna like pick me up, and then I was just like went to the club at night and come back home in the morning. Yeah, I was like went to that path, and you know what is so fucked up? I learned about the hookup culture for the first time because of that group of friends. And that is fucked up about my trust issue even more. Because I think I'm pretty tomboy. My energy, the way I talk, I'm so bro. So I misunderstood that several of my bro is seeing me as a bro. It turned out that, nope, actually, if you get drunk enough, They will come kiss you. They will put a hand on you. And all you need to do is scream. Fucker. Like, I screamed and I was like, fuck you. No, man. It's gross. And I was just like, so disappointed. And I just feel like I could not be friends with a man anymore. But looking back, I feel like he's very dumb. And I'm very dumb too. I shouldn't be in that position. You know, I shouldn't be with him all alone at night after drinking. You know, like, I shouldn't be there. And yeah, he probably confused. It's like, oh, this is a girl, we should mingle or something. So we both dumb, okay? So don't do dumb shit. I'm still discovering about the hookup culture here. Like, I drawn a lot of fuckboy to me recently because I'm very open. Like, I could just talk about, you know, pervert shit. I'm sarcastic, you know, I'm cynical, I'm feminist, I'm gay a little bit. I like masculine guy sometimes, you know. I just know how to blend in with straight dude, okay? I'm so good at hang out with straight dude because it's a thing that I've been doing for so long. I know how to accompany them, give them confidence, and be comfortable hanging out with me. But it doesn't mean that I don't judge you, bro. Like, something that you say sometimes is misogyny, very ego, narcissistic. But because I'm not judged, that's why I can just hear it and then let it go out. And I was like, all right, I'm not gonna judge you, but I take note. This is what I heard from you, and I don't think I like that much. But if I tell you straight, I'm not agree, and I think this is a fuck sick thought or whatever, you should be thankful. But if I don't say, it's mean I probably don't want to be your friend, bro. Yeah, maybe next time I was talking about my experience with the F boys that I want to fix. Fuck boy that I want to fix. But you know what? That's a long run, and it's going to be a marathon for me with the self-discovery, and I'm gonna come update it to you like how it's like and what I learned, and maybe something good and fuck up at the same time might happen. It's for the plot, okay? All right, I've been talking for, this is probably the longest talk. It's almost an hour, guys. Like 53 minutes. Thank you for listening and see y'all later. Bye.